Get it behind the hood. The old marina.
This is London. You will now hear a statement by the Prime Minister.
I am speaking to you in the Cabinet Room in 10 Downing Street. This morning, the British Ambassador in Berlin handed the German government the final note, stating that unless we heard from them by 11 o'clock, that they were prepared at once to withdraw their troops from Poland, the state of war would exist between us. I have to tell you now that no such undertaking has been received, and that hospitality this country is at war with Germany.
Somewhere down beyond the dunes, we spotted a boat about half a mile out, and so we shouted and waved until it saw us and came in just before dark. We waded out to it and clambered aboard. It was called the Barnacle and was skippered by a Mr. Whitaker. Altogether, we numbered 12. We set off for Ramsgate. How we got there, I shall always ponder. The boat was an old one and the engine was misfiring, and it creaked at every wave. But we made it to Ramsgate, and as soon as I landed, I kissed the ground. After being on the beach for 3 days, we filed snake-like into the sea onto the waiting boats. I waded towards a small boat, which was manned by the Ramsgate lifeguards, with my fag still under my helmet.
At the time of Dunkirk, I was aged 18 and serving an apprenticeship as an electrician at Ramsgate. I saw a destroyer at the pierhead and it was packed with troops. Soon people from the town were coming down to give assistance, handing out food and cigarettes and anything they could lay their hands on. The next day there seemed to be a vast armada of little ships arriving. I've never seen so many small ships together, and the whole harbour was full, and Pegwell Bay was crowded with large vessels.
When we finally landed at Ramsgate, I kissed the flagstone on the quayside. It felt so good to be home on good old Blimey. We were greeted on the quayside by the WVS, who had several tea trolleys lined up. We were served with mugs of tea and Lyon's individual fruit pies.
I was 5 years old when the war started, and I lived on the Kent coast, at Ramsgate. My grandparents had a hotel, and I can remember them loading up my brother's pushchair and a pram with blankets and bed linen, and we all going to the promenade at the top of the cliffs and throwing the blankets, pillows and sheets over the railings to the soldiers landing on the beaches, so that they could be warm and the wounded ones more comfortable.
Ronald Albert George Gorton, stoker, first class. Died 2nd of June 1940, on board HMS Mosquito.
Gunner Bernard Arthur Jones, Royal Artillery, killed in action 29th of May 1940, aged 28, buried in Ramsgate.
Thomas McMorrow, aged 23, a writer on board the MV Royal Daffodil, killed 2nd of June 1940 by a bomb that went straight through the ship, exploding beneath in the sea. The ship managed to limp back to Ramsgate, where I am now buried.
Signalman George Thomas Laverick Taylor, of the Royal Corps Signals Light Anti-Aircraft Regiment, killed in action 29th of May 1940, aged 23, repatriated and buried in Ramsgate.
Gunner William Henry Butcher of the Royal Artillery, killed in action, aged 22, on the 29th of May 1940 and buried in Ramsgate Cemetery.
Trooper Dennis Marrin, of the Fife and Forfar Yeomanry, Royal Armoured Corps, aged 23 years, killed on the 29th of May 1940 and buried here in Ramsgate.
Able Seaman Stephen Powell Mackey Sinclair, killed in war service 29th of May 1940 on HMS Lead while engaging enemy U-boat U-62, buried here in Ramsgate.
Lance Sergeant William Joseph Parker of the Royal Corps of Signals, a veteran of the First World War. I was killed in action on the 29th of May 1940, buried here in Ramsgate.
When a week ago today, Mr. Speaker, I asked the House to fix this afternoon as the occasion for a statement, I feared it would be my hard lot to announce the greatest military disaster in our long history. I thought, and some good judges agreed with me, that perhaps 20 or 30,000 men might be re-embarked. The enemy attacked us on all sides with great strength and fierceness. It was in conditions such as these that our men carried on with little or no rest, for days and nights on end, making trip after trip across the dangerous waters, bringing with them always men whom they had rescued. The numbers they have brought back are the measure of their devotion and their courage. We shall go on to the end. We shall fight in France. We shall fight on the seas and oceans. We shall fight with growing confidence and growing strength in the air. We shall defend our island, whatever the cost may be. We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing grounds. We shall fight in the fields and in the streets. We shall fight in the hills. We shall never surrender.